Pakistan's education system, a colonial relic in the age of AI. While artificial intelligence reshapes industries worldwide, Pakistan remains trapped in a colonial-era education system designed to produce obedient clerks rather than innovative thinkers. This stark contrast represents not just systemic failure, but a national crisis threatening Pakistan's future in an increasingly competitive world. The colonial legacy that refuses to die. 78 years after independence, Pakistan's education system remains essentially a carbon copy of the British colonial framework from the 1800s. Designed to create compliant administrators for British rule, this system prioritized memorization over understanding, compliance over creativity, and theoretical knowledge over practical skills. Today, students are still evaluated through annual examinations that would be familiar to Victorian-era schoolmasters, focusing on regurgitation rather than real comprehension. The rote learning catastrophe. The statistics are devastating. According to the Pakistan National Human Development Report, 4 out of 5 students rely entirely on rote memorization to pass examinations. This creates what educators call educated illiterates, individuals with certificates but no real understanding or applicable knowledge. Even top university graduates often cannot apply their knowledge to real-world situations or adapt to new challenges. While AI systems excel at pattern recognition and data analysis, Pakistani students are systematically denied development of higher-order thinking skills that remain uniquely human: critical analysis, creative problem-solving, and ethical reasoning. Students are conditioned to accept information without examination, creating graduates ill-equipped to navigate modern life or contribute meaningfully to democratic participation. The skills gap crisis. Pakistan's massive gap between educational outcomes and job market demands reveals the system's most glaring failure. While AI and automation reshape global industries, Pakistani graduates emerge with skills relevant decades ago, if at all. The technical and vocational education and training (TVET) sector suffers from severe neglect, lacking basic infrastructure, modern equipment, and qualified instructors. This mismatch creates a paradox: millions of youth remain unemployed while industries struggle to find qualified workers. Employers consistently report that graduates lack essential workplace skills, communication, digital literacy, problem solving, and adaptability. Students who spend 16 years in formal education often cannot write professional emails, create spreadsheets, or understand basic business concepts. The market reality disconnect. Pakistan's education system operates in complete isolation from market realities. Students spend years writing essays on abstract topics and solving theoretical problems while receiving virtually no training in practical skills like project management, digital marketing, data analysis, or entrepreneurship. This disconnect is particularly glaring regarding Pakistan's IT and freelancing potential. While the country could become a global technology hub, the education system produces graduates lacking basic computer skills, programming knowledge, or understanding of digital business models. The continued emphasis on traditional essay writing becomes absurd when AI systems can generate coherent text on virtually any topic. The artificial intelligence challenge. The AI revolution presents both opportunity and threat for Pakistan. AI could potentially help leapfrog traditional educational barriers through personalized learning experiences, automated assessment systems, and access to world-class resources. AI-powered platforms could adapt to individual student needs and offer customized learning paths developing both knowledge and skills. However, if Pakistan fails to reform its education system, the country risks falling further behind. As AI systems become more sophisticated, the value of rote memorization, Pakistani education's primary focus, will diminish to zero. Meanwhile, skills remaining uniquely human, creative thinking, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving, and ethical reasoning, are precisely what Pakistan's education system fails to develop. The path forward: revolutionary reform. Transforming Pakistan's education system requires complete overhaul, not incremental changes. Curriculum revolution: replace rote memorization with project-based learning, integrate critical thinking across all subjects, include practical skills like financial literacy and digital marketing, update content to reflect emerging technologies. Assessment reform, eliminate traditional annual examinations in favor of continuous assessment, focus on evaluating understanding and application rather than recall, include practical projects and real-world problem solving. Teacher transformation, retrain existing teachers in modern pedagogical methods, recruit industry professionals as practical instructors, provide ongoing professional development in emerging technologies. Technology integration, provide universal access to digital learning platforms, use AI to personalize learning experiences, create virtual reality simulations for practical training. Industry partnership, establish direct partnerships between educational institutions and industries, create apprenticeship programs combining classroom learning with practical experience, involve employers in curriculum design. Skills-based education, offer multiple educational pathways beyond traditional academic routes, emphasize vocational training aligned with market needs, teach essential soft skills, provide entrepreneurship training. The urgency of now. Pakistan stands at a critical juncture. The AI revolution is not coming, it is here. While other nations prepare their youth for an AI-driven future, Pakistan remains trapped in a colonial-era system producing graduates ill-equipped for 21st century challenges. The cost of inaction is staggering. Every year without meaningful reform represents thousands of young lives wasted and millions in lost economic potential. In the age of AI, where human creativity and critical thinking become more valuable than ever, Pakistan's education system is systematically destroying precisely these capabilities. The choice is clear: revolutionize education to meet AI age demands, or continue producing graduates whose skills will be obsolete before entering the job market. The former leads to prosperity and global competitiveness. The latter leads to economic stagnation and national decline. The question is not whether Pakistan can afford educational reform, it is whether Pakistan can afford not to reform. In the AI age, nations failing to develop human capital will find themselves permanently relegated to global economic margins. For Pakistan's sake, the time to act is now. Underscore 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 un. The future belongs to those who can think critically and create value in an AI-driven world. Pakistan's current education system produces none of these capabilities. Until this changes, the country will continue falling further behind in the global race for prosperity and progress.